Welcome everyone back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing another Star Wars roulette video where we spin this wheel and we rank certain aspects from the TV series or the movies. Last episode we were able to figure out what was the best 75-minute and 12-second clip in Star Wars. As always, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel to never miss a video, and make sure you leave a comment down below, because on the wheel, if we get the fan choice, then that means that the most liked comment from that video will be portrayed in that next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's spin this wheel to see what we are going to be ranking this week. Wow, so we're going to be ranking the best Star Wars space battle from every single Star Wars movie. So after doing some research, it turns out that there are not that many space battles. So to make sure that we get all the movies included, we are going to do space battle / dogfighting scenes in Star Wars. Starting off with number 12 being the Clone Wars movie. And for the reason that this comes in last place is only because of the duration. Not a long battle between Obi-Wan and a couple of clone troopers defending the cruiser against some vulture droids. It was awesome seeing Kenobi getting to connect with his clone troopers throughout this mission and saving their lives multiple times. Coming in at number 11, we have The Last Jedi. And for this space battle, it was very chaotic. I didn't understand the bombers and why there was no way that the First Order could not destroy all of them, and there was even a couple of times where this last bomber gets shot multiple times, but due to the writing, they just didn't want to kill it, and then it finally destroyed the First Order ship. It was very chaotic, poorly planned, and that is why, even though it was a space battle, it comes very far down our list today. Coming in at number 10, we have the Solo movie, and this was actually pretty awesome to see because this was the first time seeing Han Solo fly the Millennium Falcon, and then we have the Mother of Dragons in the co-pilot seat. And side note, I feel really bad for Game of Thrones fans, as it seemed like the last season of Game of Thrones got really rushed, and something that could have definitely been in multiple seasons condensed into one season. And it was because the directors or the writers, I can't remember, were wanting to work on a Star Wars film for Lucasfilm. And that project never got approved. So I feel so bad for Game of Thrones fans, but that's a side note right there. Good job, Lucasfilm. You've destroyed two good franchises. We get to see the Mother of Dragons then switch with Chewie, and this is the first time we get the interaction between Chewie and Han Solo flying the Millennium Falcon, and they made some really cool maneuvers against these TIE fighters. So that is why this is going at number 10 on our list today. Coming in at number 9, we have The Force Awakens. This space battle was pretty awesome to see, especially at night. That was a really cool transition. Didn't really understand how Starkiller Base actually operated, since it said it needed the sun's energy to basically be fully charged, but then the battle became at night, so you would think at that point it would be fully charged and could fire away. But it was very well shot. I like seeing Poe do some cool flying maneuvers and getting inside, kind of doing his own trench run and destroying the base. Coming in at number 8, we have The Empire Strikes Back. And for this space battle, I chose the one where it was more of a dogfight than a space battle between Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon against Darth Vader's Imperial Cruiser. Now, this was really awesome to see because not only did we see some great flying from Han Solo going into the asteroid field and causing these TIE fighters to have to go in with them and getting destroyed in the asteroid field. And then we see Darth Vader, and we could just see how ruthless and how he didn't really care about any of his men. His only priority was to complete his mission and to obtain the Millennium Falcon. And he didn't care how many soldiers he lost. It was pretty awesome to see. And then you actually get to see when he's doing a hologram image of all the generals that one of them gets turned off, and that was because of the asteroid actually destroying that Imperial cruiser, which was pretty awesome to see. Coming in at number 7, we have another dogfight scene from Attack of the Clones. And for this one, we had Obi-Wan Kenobi against the Slave One with Jango Fett and Boba Fett trying to hunt down and kill Obi-Wan Kenobi before the Jedi could realize what was actually happening on Geonosis. And if it wasn't for Obi-Wan's flying techniques, he wouldn't have survived. And he decided to choose patience and make sure to think that Jango Fett actually killed him before pursuing. And then this led him to figure out what was actually happening on Geonosis. Coming in at number 6, we have A New Hope. And this, for shot in 1977, was an amazing space battle, in my opinion. They did a phenomenal job with the editing and showing all the X-Wings and how it compared to the Death Star, the trench run. We got to see Darth Vader flying, and we got to see Luke Skywalker hearing from Ben Kenobi of encouraging words that allowed him to really dive deep into the Force and to trust his reaction. And then we had Han Solo coming in at the very end and destroying the last couple TIE fighters, causing Vader's ship to fly into outer space. It was super awesome then to see Luke Skywalker shoot his rockets inside the Death Star, and for something that was supposed to be indestructible, it was not. Coming in at number 5, we have The Rise of Skywalker. And this space battle was almost like Avengers Endgame, kind of, where we basically had every different type of ship you could imagine all come together. Lando flying the Millennium Falcon. Super awesome seeing all these really awesome ships come together and destroy the Final Order. Coming in at number 4, we have the Phantom Menace, the Naboo starfighters going against the Trade Federation and trying to take back their planet from the invasion. Young Anakin Skywalker really dived deep, even though he didn't know at the time that he was using his Force abilities in his piloting experience to sneak into the command ship, doing awesome maneuvering and being able to be the hero by blowing up Command Center, deactivating all the droids, and saving Naboo from the invasion. Coming in at number 3, we have Return of the Jedi, and Battle of Endor was by far one of the coolest space battles that we have gotten in Star Wars. Being able to see the Death Star be fully operational and see Palpatine's manipulation and wasn't fully operational, and once they got into range, he decides to use his most powerful weapon against them. And then having the Star Destroyers in the background, getting to see Lando again with the Millennium Falcon do some cool piloting and really get to see how well this battle was shot and how much pressure it had on the rebellion. They might have not been able to recover as quickly, and who knows what could have happened to the galaxy. Coming in at number 2, we have Rogue One. This was beautifully shot. You got to see the early stages of the rebellion. You were able to witness how good the defense systems were on Scarif and how to achieve the Death Star plans. They had to break the shields to submit the transmission to the Mon Calamari cruiser. It was super awesome to see. They shot it beautiful. You could just tell with these space battles looking super good with the CGI. And it was super awesome to see the Blue Squadron, and we got to see why the Blue Squadron was not at the first battle of the Death Star. Plus, it was super awesome to see Darth Vader come in at the very end, try to receive the Death Star plans, and then we finally get to see the Tantive 4 take off into space. This connects A New Hope to a different level. Coming in, though, at number 1, we have Revenge of the Sith. And this by far is the coolest space battle of all time. The way that they shot the Jedi starfighters coming in on the Republic cruiser was beautiful. For something that didn't have any words, just action sequences, it was shot to perfection. And plus, you got to see the difference between Anakin's piloting style and Obi-Wan's. We also got to see some conflict within Anakin when he was trying to save the clones from being killed by the vulture droids, and Obi-Wan telling him that they are doing their job and we have to do ours. And then Anakin having to resist, even though he really wanted to go help and save as many lives as possible. He knew to save the Chancellor. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of my video. It really helps out the channel a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this ranking video today. If you want to see part 1, go check that video out of ranking the best 75-minute and 12-second clip in Star Wars. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one.